Eddy Merckx, the cannibal of cycling, full life story. In the world of cycling, few names carry the weight and dominance of Eddy Merckx. They called him the cannibal, not because he was ruthless off the bike, but because on the bike, he devoured everything. Every race, every record, every rival. In today's deep dive, we uncover the extraordinary life of a man who didn't just ride, he ruled. This is the full life story of Eddy Merckx. Humble beginnings. Edouard Louis Joseph Merckx was born on June 17, 1945, in Meensel-Kiezegem, a small village in Belgium. His parents, Jules and Jenny Merckx, ran a grocery store. Life was simple, no silver spoon, no early fame. Just a Belgian kid with boundless energy and a fascination with speed. When Eddy was just a boy, his family moved to Walliers-Saint-Pierre, a suburb of Brussels. It was there that he discovered cycling. At the age of 8, he borrowed his friend's bike, and something clicked. The road became his playground, and he knew deep down that this machine, this bicycle, was going to shape his destiny. By the age of 16, he was racing, and just 2 years later, in 1964, he became the world amateur road champion. It was clear, a storm was brewing in the cycling world. Turning pro. In 1965, at the age of 19, Merckx turned professional with the Solo Superior team. But it didn't take long before he made a name for himself. He was fast, aggressive, and relentless. In 1966, he won Milan, San Remo, one of cycling's 5 monuments, and then won it again, and again, and again. He would eventually win that race 7 times, an all-time record that still stands. But Milan, San Remo was just the beginning. The cannibal was hungry for more. The cannibal emerges. Merckx earned his nickname, the cannibal, from a rival's teammate who said, "Doesn't he ever let anyone else win?" That hunger was evident in every race. He didn't just aim to win, he wanted to dominate. Between 1969 and 1975, Merckx was virtually unbeatable. He won the Tour de France 5 times, 1969, 1970, 1971, 1972, 1974, the Giro d'Italia 5 times, and the Vuelta a España once, making him one of only 3 riders in history to win all 3 Grand Tours. But 1969 was the year that redefined him. In the Tour de France, he won the general classification, points classification, and mountains classification, a feat never before achieved and likely never to be repeated. Beyond the Tours. While most cyclists built careers around Grand Tours, Merckx was different. He treated every race like a championship. He won 19 monument classics, including 7 Milan, San Remo, 5 Liège, Bastogne, Liège, 3 Paris, Roubaix, 2 Tour of Flanders, and 2 Giro di Lombardia. In 1972, he broke the hour record, cycling 49.431 kilometers in 60 minutes in Mexico City. That record stood unbroken for 12 years and became a symbol of Merckx's unrelenting willpower. Dominance comes at a cost. But all that dominance came at a price. The pressure, the intensity, and the constant competition took a toll. In 1969, Merckx suffered a horrible crash during a journey-paced race in Blois, France. He fractured his skull, displaced his pelvis, and suffered lasting injuries that haunted him for the rest of his career. Despite the pain, he came back. He kept racing. He kept winning. But something had changed. The physical pain never fully went away, and his once superhuman performances started to slow. In 1975, he attempted to win a 6th Tour de France, but was punched in the stomach by a spectator during a climb. He finished 2nd. That was the beginning of the end. Life after cycling. After retiring, Merckx remained deeply involved in the sport. He started his own bicycle brand, Eddy Merckx Cycles, and mentored young riders, including a young Tom Boonen. He also became a race organizer and ambassador for Belgian cycling. But life outside the spotlight wasn't without challenges. In 2004, Merckx underwent a heart operation. He battled health scares and at times stayed away from public life. Still, his legacy never faded. In 2019, Belgium celebrated the 50th anniversary of his first Tour de France win. The opening stage of the race that year began in Brussels, a tribute to their greatest champion. Legacy of a legend. Eddy Merckx isn't just remembered as the greatest cyclist of all time. He's remembered as a symbol of perfection in sport. His relentless pursuit of victory, his humility off the bike, and his work ethic made him a legend far beyond Belgium. Even today, in an era of power meters and marginal gains, riders look up to Merckx, not just for his victories, but for how he raced, all out, all the time. Many champions have come and gone, but there will never be another cannibal. From a grocery shop in Minselkiezegem to the podiums of Paris and Rome, Eddy Merckx's journey is the stuff of legend. He wasn't just the best, he was more than that. He was the measuring stick, the standard. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the life of Eddy Merckx, hit that like button, subscribe, and tell us in the comments, who do you think is the greatest cyclist of all time? Until next time, keep pedaling and keep chasing greatness.